Tej Gundavelli, the visionary behind the TouchALifeFoundation, has dedicated himself to the noble cause of supporting homeless high school students. His commitment has not only given birth to TouchALife, but also fueled its growth. Tej's expertise in cutting-edge technologies like blockchain has played a pivotal role in the creation of TALGiving, our secure crowdfunding platform. A decade since its inception, TouchALife has transcended the realm of mere vision. Initiatives like TALGiving, TALTransformers, TALLeaders, and TALRadio are making a profound impact and positively transforming lives. Today, we welcome Tej Gundavelli to commence this TALTalks session with his inspiring keynote and warm welcome.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. This is the first time we are here in Denver, speaking to a group of people who, a lot of whom are from, the Denver local area. And so usually we're based out in the Bay and we're familiar with the nonprofits over there, but it's so nice to finally come out to a different part of the country, be able to hear about the work that all of you are doing, how some of our problems, spoke to a bunch of speakers before we came out here, how a lot of the problems that we're facing within our given areas are the same. We're all trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to do a lot better. A little bit about ourselves. So TouchALifeFoundation started a while ago, 2014. We began as a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping homeless high school students. I grew up in the Bay Area. There's a lot of homeless over there. Like you can imagine a place like Silicon Valley. It's growing, tremendously in terms of the amount of wealth it's generating. But at the same time, the actual amount of homeless population is increasing at the same exponential rate. And so what we decided to do was, hey, can we do something about this? And so we started with, hey, can we deliver just backpacks, socks, sweaters? And by doing that, make a difference within our community. Then I went off to college, learned some computer science, and joined an e-commerce firm, right? And e-commerce is very different. E-commerce is about how can you facilitate more transactions? How do you do more in terms of getting the person to buy as quickly as possible, just smooth out that process so that the sale happens at the end of the day? And it occurred to us, why don't we do that in the world of nonprofits, right? How do we make it easier for nonprofits to really be able to sell their ideas to their donors and to the people in need, and make it easier for them to be able to reach out and get help? And so we began working with those McKinney-Vento districts, as they're called. These are the districts that are responsible, or the liaisons that are responsible for helping homeless high school students within their area. And what we did was we launched campaigns for them, social media marketing campaigns, and we launched our own app, the TALGiving app. That's one of the main pillars of the TouchALifeFoundation. You can raise money for a cause. Anyone can raise it, whether you're an individual, a nonprofit, a corporate CSR initiative, and we help facilitate the actual fundraising process. We create the rails for it. An individual can donate using a PayPal account or their own checking account or their own credit card. And from there, we verify using our own volunteers to actually make sure that the cause that they're donating to is actually a legitimate cause, right? We want to make sure that the funds that people are allocating are actually helping out those who really are actually looking to be helped out, rather than potentially scammers or people who are fraudulent. But we realized, okay, we can do this in America, but we can also do this globally. So we launched campaigns to help raise money for people in India as well. We raise money for various schools, various organizations that are trying to raise money for helping feed other people, medical operations, and have grown the organization since then to not just a local component, but a global component. I think ever since COVID, the world has gotten a lot more global when it comes to its technology reach. And we figured, let's make the payment rails that we see for the nonprofits that we can help locally. Let's do that for organizations all over the world. And so we started with India. Afterwards, we started to hear a lot more about AI, right? How can AI be used to actually help other people around the world? Because AI has been the topic that's been in vogue lately, right? So we wanted to see how we can actually help people when it comes to healthcare. So we launched TALHospitals, which you're going to hear a speaker speak about that very soon. His name is Kishore Gadiraju, and he has been launching an initiative with the state government of Karnataka, where that's an Indian state government, where they will see how they can actually use AI to give pro bono medical work. So one is facilitating pro bono work from doctors, and then the other is using AI to actually help facilitate medical advice for a lot of people who may have difficulty being able to get medical help. So if you imagine rural villages within India where access to hospitals is very difficult, or within areas where there might be stigma around a lot of medical conversations, we're trying to make that that process a lot easier through the process of TALHospitals. Next, we've also launched TALTransformers. This is something that we've done along the way, really to help a lot of high schoolers join the social entrepreneurship initiative. There's some high schoolers here today, or college students here today, who also might want to give back to their community. And it can seem like a very daunting process. And we wanted to make it a process that was very easy to understand. And so with TALTransformers, we created a pitch fest. Hey, what's your nonprofit idea? How is it going to make money? How are you going to raise funds? How are you going to help your community? What part of the UN SDG goals, which is the various goals that the UN has defined as being able to help our global community, what sort of UN SDG goals does it support, and what kind of impact do you see in the future? And we have actually facilitated that conversation with people far younger than myself now, who all want to be able to help their community and do good for the world. And what we want to see in the future is a lot more nonprofit organizations grow out of this experience. And through that pitch fest, we've seen many different college students, high school students, etc., pitch various brilliant ideas and raise money for their ideas. And we're very proud of what they've done. And along the way, we've also helped them do something a lot more local too, work with their McKinney Vento organization, the same way that we had done towards the beginning of TouchALifeFoundation. And actually, raise money for socks, backpacks, and sweaters, and make that impact locally. Finally, we've also started TALLeaders. It's a lot of young people want to be able to contribute, but a lot of executives want to be able to contribute as well. There's a lot of people, executives that we know who want to join nonprofit boards, who want to be able to lend their business expertise or their academic expertise towards making nonprofits scale, have a greater impact, and actually make a difference towards what they're trying to do. And we are lucky in the sense that we have had the chance to really build the community through TAL and use that community to help not just with money, but with people's time as well. And that's a huge area that I think TAL is really trying to make the initiative of. Let's actually use people's skills to help make nonprofits thrive. And it's not just about giving time, it's not just about giving money, but it's also spreading awareness. So we've launched TALRadio platform, which is a podcasting service for a lot of nonprofits to be able to spread their message. We've had conversations with people like the founder of Boba Guys, or the founder of the president of the Electric Vehicle Association, a nonprofit organization which uses music to really help the global community by enabling healing. And finally, a person's journey through cerebral palsy. All very intimate stories, but at the same time, inspiring stories to really help people think about, what more can I do in the world? Where's my purpose? How can I really make a difference? And through these various pillars, we've had the chance to really expand, what does it mean to really help nonprofits, right? Can you help in time? Can you help with money? Can you help with raising awareness? And all of these pillars are really there to just help us give you the tools to really make a difference and do what you do best. Finally, there's TAL Talks, which we're doing today. It's our chance to learn from nonprofit organizations such as yourself. We want to learn what your struggles are, what your initiatives are, and we want to learn how we can help serve you better so that you can make an impact. And we want this to be the opportunity for all of the various organizations who come here today to all learn from each other, to learn from you, because we really think that this is an experience that we can all grow from. So thank you again for all coming here today. We're incredibly excited. Thank you, CU Denver, for hosting us. And thank you, Solar, for their sponsorship.